Alright, listen up. Here's the rub. The Call of Duty franchise slash Modern Warfare franchise has been around since 2003. That is over 20 years ago now. And with this being said, it's probably one of the most popular franchises in gaming history. Some of the most popular aspects of the Call of Duty franchise features its multiplayer and its zombies gameplay that has brought attraction to many players, and for the most part, that's what most people buy the game to play, is the multiplayer and the zombies. But there is a third option, and that is being the slept on, in my opinion, campaign. Now, for the most part, I believe that almost all Call of Duties have a campaign within the game, and well, I've been a Call of Duty player since I was probably 6 years old. I started at World at War on my Xbox 360 playing some zombies and the campaign with my dad. And from there, I have played most of the Call of Duties up until now. But you see, I was too young to understand the significance of a quality storyline campaign within the Call of Duty universe. So, now at the ripe age of 22, what I've decided to do is go back to the original start in chronological order and play through all the campaigns in order to get the full picture and to really feel the impact that the campaign has in the game. The first campaign that's at hand here is the OG Call of Duty that was released in 2003. With the OG Call of Duty being such an old game, my expectations for the game were not very high. You see, Call of Duty was originally released on Microsoft in 2003, but then 2 years later, it was released on Xbox and PS2. The franchise's first game was developed by Infinity Ward, and this is the first of many entries of the campaigns that focus around World War II. So what does the OG Call of Duty campaign actually revolve around? Well, you play 3 different campaigns as different soldiers from 3 countries, the United States, Britain, and the Soviet Union, during World War II. The North American soldier, Private Martin, starts his training in 1942 and participates in the invasion of Normandy in 1944, while the British Sergeant Evans fights in Operation Tunja that same year. Evans will later be helped by Captain Price, a recurrent name in the franchise. On the other hand, the Soviet Alex, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, campaign takes place in the Battle of Stalingrad? I might not have that pronunciation right. So with all that being said, the 10-hour campaign comprised of 24 missions, I believe, took off in my live stream, and it took me 3 live streams to complete. So if you want to go back and watch the full extent of the campaigns, go to my live streams tab and you can watch all of them in order. But this video will compile as pretty much a summary of my thoughts of the campaign and the overall story of the campaign. And later, when I play through the rest of the campaigns, I will start a tier list and start ranking the campaigns based on their storyline and how well the campaign performs and all this other stuff taken into consideration. And hopefully, by the end of it, I will get the full authenticity of the campaign, and hopefully, I will know the true strength of the emotional aspect that the campaign has to offer in Call of Duty, which has been, I feel like, swept underneath the rug for most of Call of Duty's lifetime, as, like I said, most people focus on the multiplayer and the zombies aspect of the games. So, if you like this video and it gives you a little bit of nostalgia, well then you'll for sure like the campaigns to come, so make sure you hit the subscribe button because I'm playing through all of them. You can catch me on my live streams while I'm playing them and just sit in there and talk with me and experience the nostalgia of playing these old Black Ops campaigns. And at the end of it, you can help me rank them where we think they should be on a tier list. Now that that is all taken care of, let's get right to the summary of this amazing, beautiful 2003 Call of Duty campaign. Enjoy. So the first thing in the campaign is you get released as this American soldier in training camp, which really just helps you understand the game mechanics, and it's just a tutorial pretty much on how the game and the campaign will work. And after you complete the training, you get this sick slideshow that pretty much tells you exactly what the campaign's about to follow for the American soldier, and then you get released right into the gameplay. And in June 1944, Martin, the man you're playing as, establishes a landing zone for soldiers participating in Operation Overlord. The paratroopers are scattered, leaving Martin in a mixed unit formed from various companies led by his CO, Foley. And here, after getting released right into the game, my thoughts are, this game is actually beautiful. The running animation is pretty funny, but to run, why is the animation like that? Oh my gosh. But other than that, the gameplay and all the aspects were, I feel like, just completely ahead of its time. The gameplay in general is way above the expectations that I had to begin with, and my expectations were much higher for missions to come. But continuing the Americans' perspective, after they seize the town from Germans, Martin and his unit are sent to force remaining Germans from Santa Maria Iglesias and disable several anti-air weapons as D-Day begins. Martin, with Sergeant Moody and 82nd Airborne Division, paratrooper Private Elder break through German lines to contact Company HQ for reinforcements. Martin's unit then destroys German artillery positions, attacking the landing force at Utah Beach. And during this part of the campaign, you're introduced with this amazing car scene that I feel like is definitely a way ahead of its time. And here's just a quick clip of the car scene because I had a lot of fun playing it. Click to start mission. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Normandy, route, and whatever. Okay, we probably have to shoot people on the move, I would imagine. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him! Shoot him! Wait, what is going to happen to their car? Look at that! Oh, look at this high-speed chase we're in! Wait, shoot the driver, shoot the driver, shoot the driver! Wait, I can't see the driver! God dang it, Private Elder, shoot him! Nice! And then afterwards, Martin and his unit have been reassigned to participate in an attack on a Bavarian manor in August 1944 to rescue 2 British officers, Captain Price and Major Ingram. Nice. Jeez, this is like an imprisonment down here. Who did we just save? Oh wait, I can just look at his name. Captain Price. We learned from Price that Ingram had already been moved to a more secure POW camp for interrogation. So then, Martin and his unit infiltrate the camp and rescue Ingram. And then I just want to pop in real quick and say something that's beautiful about the game, as I said probably many times throughout many streams, is the quotes that are posted either when you die or when you're transitioning between missions are very inspirational and very truthful and very impactful and emotional. And I wish that like this continued on throughout some of the Call of Duty campaigns because I really enjoyed reading some of these. If a man does his best, what else is there? General George S. Patton. Good point. Good point. Good point. So then after we rescue Ingram,
Yanks, there's a spot of luck. Come to collect me, have you?
Yes, sir, Mr. Ingram. Let's get out of here.
No time for handshakes and hellos.
Let's go, let's go. We got to evacuate him. We got to evacuate him. The last mission happens during the Battle of the Bulge, I hope I'm saying that right, where Martin and his company take out panzers while defeating a captured bunker system. And after playing this far into the campaign, my thoughts? It's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful campaign. And the next 2 POVs that I play through, I have even higher expectations than when I first entered the game. And, well, safe to say, they do not disappoint. So then we begin the British campaign. The British campaign starts with Sergeant Jack Evans and a unit from 2nd Ox and Bucks of the 6th Airborne Division taking part in Operation Tunja. The unit is dropped in Horsa gliders near Pegasus Bridge, Bienoville? If I mess up some of these pronunciations, look, English was not my best subject, alright? Just deal with it, alright? And laugh at it, maybe. Anyways, led by Captain Price, Evans and his troops clear the bridge of German soldiers. The unit holds out against the attempt by German battalion to retake the bridge with the help of the 7th Parachute Battalion. And in this mission, I died quite a few times. Oh! The Angel of Death spread his wings on the blast and the breath. Oh my... Dude, I didn't realize I had to start so far back tonight. I just felt like it was appropriate. Okay, yeah, I died. The tank blew me up, bro. Older men declare war, but it is the youth that must fight and die. Herbert Hoover. Dude, absolutely inspirational. I'm trying. What? And dying in these missions kind of sucks because you just have to restart. And this mission specifically had a time period, so each time I died, I had to restart the 5-minute timer for when reinforcements would come back in. So after dying about 3 times, I had to take a break and then come back. So this is where, like, I thought that the campaign would be easy and I wouldn't die much, but I was completely wrong. The AI in the game sometimes just flanks you and shoots you in the back. And something I should mention here that I should have mentioned far in the beginning is you don't regenerate health like you do in regular Call of Duties. You actually have to find health on the ground that is dropped after killing Germans or that are just lying around scattered around the map. So that is something that is very difficult. If you get low on health, there is just no passive regeneration. So then after we stop the Germans from retaking the bridge, by September, Evans and Price have been transferred to the SAS working for Sergeant Waters. He takes part in a mission to sabotage the Eder Dam, restored after being destroyed by the 617th Squadron RAF during Operation Chastise, destroying the Flakeverling anti-aircraft guns protecting it. During this mission specifically, the mountain view in the background, look at the wait, actually, look at this beautiful scene. For a 2004 game, 2003, I don't know when Black Ops was actually officially released. That's not bad. Like, that's like Bob Ross painting type S, man. With the sunset is where I began to realize that this game, like I've been saying, is beautifully well made and beautifully constructed with the coding and all the animations things that they had back in 2003. And I will continue to say that I think that this game was ahead of its time with all of what it has to offer. So after dying on this mission a couple times, I was able to complete it. And then following extraction, Evans helps to cut off pursuing German troops.
You ready, mates?
Yes, we're ready. Wait. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Give me another one. There we go. Give me another one. Nice. Give me another one, Sergeant Waters. Evans uses an anti-air gun to cover Price and Waters from German dive bombers as they try to flee in an FW-200. And in this scene of the mission, I died a lot because sometimes the AI just doesn't shoot the Germans, and I just sit there and take all the bullets from the Germans because my army men just don't want to shoot at them. So this mission definitely rage baited me. But like all missions, I was able to push through, and the grind never stops. You guys need to defend me! I'm getting shot from the side! What am I supposed to do? So then Evans, Price, and Waters then pose as German naval officers and sailors to infiltrate the battleship Tirpitz. Their objective is to disable its defenses and steal information for the RAF to attack the ship. Unfortunately, during this, we lose Price as he sacrifices himself for Evans, who we are playing as, who escapes with Waters by boat. And I do just want to say real quick that this boat scene was absolutely spectacular. I had super fun playing this specific mission, and I had no idea that Price sacrificed himself until I got back on the boat. And honestly, it was pretty sad to like hear this, and like I almost felt myself drawing into the campaign more and more as I continued to play through all of the missions. We lost the captain? Alright, Sergeant Waters, I guess we're on the next hightail. Better to fight for something than live for nothing. But then later, Evans, Waters, and their squad arrive at Bergensteinfurt, Germany, to assist the impeding Allied assault on the city. Discovering plans to launch V-2 rockets at the Allied forces, the units destroyed them before joining the rest of the army. And this part of the mission, I almost called it quits on a stream because I died so many times because the AI is so weird. Where the AI programming, when they are on these turrets pretty much, they automatically track to you and shoot you as soon as you peek around a corner or anything, which makes some of these missions very difficult. So then, after we destroy the V-2 rockets, it is the end of the British campaign, and once again, my expectations have been met. The game up until now has been beautiful, well thought out, and the campaign follows a very smooth timeline with all the campaigns making sense. So then lastly, we play from the Soviets' point of view, and actually, this was probably my favorite POV of the game. The Soviet campaign begins during the Battle of Stalingrad in September 1942. And let me tell you, the beginning scene of this playthrough is Very intense. Can we get a little air support? Oh, I need a crouch. What? They kill the deserters? This is crazy. In this perspective of the campaign, you play as Soviet Corporal Alex, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. So, he and his fellow recruits are sent across the Volga River, many of whom are killed when the attack is launched. Once across and we somehow survive, they don't even give us a gun and we are only given ammo, and then they call in an artillery strike that forces the Germans back. This specific scene was probably one of my favorites, as it was one of the most intense and one of the most enjoyable to play through. Soldiers, we either die or we live. This is our chance. We must run. Okay. Okay. To the car, to the car, to the car, to the car. Okay, we made it to the car. Now what? So then we push through to Red Square with Soviet officers killing soldiers who retreat. Alex, who we are playing as, kills several German officers and soldiers, disrupting the German offense long enough for Soviet artillery to destroy their tanks. We then link up with surviving allies in a train station, and we guide them to a major, whatever his last name is, of the 13th Guards Rifle Division. We are then promoted to Junior Sergeant. And then in November, we rendezvous with a unit led by Sergeant Pavlov, tasked with retaking an apartment building in German hands. This mission in specific caused me probably to die and tilt the most, because not only do you have to clear all of the floors, you have to kill an endless amount of Germans and then also shoot these tanks while your Soviet teammates, let's call them, do absolutely nothing and you die just constantly. I died so many times that I just wanted to quit during this scene particularly. Okay, I gotta learn to not... Wait, tell me I don't have to... Okay, I need to lock in. No! Oh my gosh, I'm done. Dude, I can't take it. Oh, brother, what is this gun? No, tell me that I do not have to restart this entire thing. Okay, good. Just the tank. Okay, I just need to restart the tank one. Okay, good. I knew they were going to shoot me. Okay, we're good. Wait, we're good. We're just a little... Oh, reload. Got him. I swear my team is not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Watch out! I need that health! Oh my goodness, their AI is so sickening. I have died here probably about 6 times and have had to restart every time. Oh my goodness. We live. The Soviets live. But once again, the unit assaults and clears the building and defends it from German counterattack. And then next, in January 1945, Alex, now as a full sergeant, serves with the 150th Rifle Division of the 3rd Shock Army. The unit secures a makeshift German tank repair facility in Warsaw during the Vistula Order Offensive and regroup with the 4th Guards Tank Army. Now, this next part was my favorite in the entire playthrough, because you see, due to shortages in experienced soldiers, Alex, commands a T-34-85 tank for the 2nd Guards Tank Army and helps the Soviets capture a town near Oder River. This tank campaign was so much fun to play through. They even added that if you ran over trees, they got knocked over, which I found way ahead of its time, let alone just the gameplay aspect of the tanks and the storyline of this campaign part were just so well thought out, and it was beautiful, and I had a lot of fun playing through it. So then after the tank campaign, we returned to our old unit, the 150th Rifle Division. Us and a small group of soldiers stormed the Ratsteg building and raised the victory banner atop the roof ending the European War. The most epic story of my life. Following the tank, following the tank. The music is so epic. Whoa. Gotcha. Alright, we're on the roof. We're on the roof, man. Oh, that's my own. Yes! We are here! Claim! We claim Britain! We claim it!
A few days ago, I waved the flag.
What? We did it! We did it! What a beautiful game! What a beautiful game! And with ending the European War, that marks the end of the campaign. Now, in my opinion, the end of the campaign was a little underwhelming. I was expecting maybe a little bit something more, I guess, but it was still beautiful, and the Soviet POV was definitely my favorite campaign to play through, as it was the most intense, and I felt most sucked into that version of the campaign. Not saying that the other two perspectives were bad, that was just my favorite. So, what is my overall opinion? Well, saying that my expectations were not high at all entering this playthrough, I would have to say that this ranks way higher than I would have ever thought, and the campaign itself follows a very good storyline. I love the three perspectives during World War II, and this definitely gets a high ranking. Some of the things I didn't like in the game really actually does just deal with its age of the game, of how the AI, you see the enemy's AI and your allies' AI, sometimes they wouldn't even shoot the other people and they would just push right through and kill you. And battling with that AI was kind of hard, but it made it for a challenging aspect of the game. And really, what more can you ask for from a 2003 campaign? But other than that small little hiccup, I would say, the overall game was brilliant, spectacular. I don't even know how many more times I need to say that it was beautiful. And I think it was definitely ahead of its time. I don't know yet where it will compare in the other campaigns' ranking, but for right now, I think it's going to rank pretty high. I will continue playing through the rest of the campaigns, and we'll all see how we think about where it'll place in all the other campaigns. And after playing through this first campaign, I am so excited to play through the rest and give them an overview and give them a ranking. And if you want to see it, I would recommend hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, you can catch my live streams and then you can be updated on the videos. And I try to post every Thursday with a new video, but I don't know if I'll be able to complete the campaigns every single week, as the campaigns tend to get longer we get into the newer Call of Duties. So let me know what you thought of this campaign and where you think it would rank in a tier list. Also, let me know what you thought of the video. If you liked it, give this video a like. And if you made it this far and to the end of this video, you're a real OG, and I love you so much. So now, with all that coming to an end, I'm looking forward to the next campaign, which will officially be Call of Duty 2. That's the next chronological order one. And I am very excited to play it, and I hope you guys are very excited to watch it. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and catch you in my live stream maybe? I don't know. See ya.